Working as intended.
Yes. Alright, continuing the shenanigans. Last out of shenanigan quests. I also pretty much completed the Blue Mage stuff. I went and learned some spells. I had to learn Diamond back because that's required for some of the... the Masked Carnival. But I went and soloed that because once you have Primal Instinct and Doom, you can solo the second boss because he's not immune to Doom. Alright, so hi Ellie. I would share with you a shocking new turn in the Phantom Thief case. I was wondering when you'd show up. I hope you haven't made any plans for tonight because we've got a situation on our hands. Remember our good friend the Phantom Thief? Well, it seems he's decided to branch out from burglary to cold-blooded murder. The rumors are to believe he's claimed 3 victims already, all influential members of Olden society. Mr. Manyfaces has been kind enough to leave one of his signature calling cards at every scene, leaving no doubts to the identity of the murderer. The message is always the same. The weight of 5 corpses will bring the scales of justice to balance. More riddles. Not that you'll hear me complaining. No, the only thing my readers will like more than a good mystery is a good murder mystery. Ever since the story broke, the Mithril Eye's been selling like Pond's cake. The only rub is that it's left me no time to look into the thief's last message. Until now, that is. Shall we? The hidden treasure of Ulda, was it? If there's anyone who can shed more light on it, it's you-know-who. To Sunsilk Tapestries. Alright, this one will open up another raid fight as well. Alright, let's go talk to our informant. Please load informant. Hello, well enough, ain't my favorite venture and my favorite Mithril Eye reporter along with her. Tell me, what have I done to deserve the pleasure of your company today? I see as much like to help you two lovely ladies. I'm afraid you found old Wyman at a loss. Although has more than its fair share of treasures hidden and otherwise. I reckon our Phantom Thief could be after just about any of them. I can tell you this much though, whatever the thief's got his eyes on has got the Sultan sworn in a right out dither. Word has it they formed a regiment of their best and brightest to safeguard the royal vaults from this very threat. Sultan sworn aren't like to be forthcoming with information, but it's the only lead we got. Come on, I'd say it's time we paid a visit to the heart of the sworn. Oi, hold up there, Ellie. I ain't generally the worrying type, but you may want to think twice before getting yourselves involved in this. I'm out of my business to boast a nose for danger, and this time the stench is something fierce. You're a reporter, Ellie, and if I want that, don't put that pretty neck of yours at risk trying to play hero. Your concern is touching, but I can assure you that I am ready for whatever dangers lie ahead. Besides, being a reporter is about more than selling papers. I have a duty to seek out the truth and convey it to the people. Come, time is of the essence. Alright, you were warned. Alright, when do I get my cutscenes with the idiots? Hello, Humphrey. Only authorized person allowed. Bug me with the broadsword as the gentleman of light's adventure and companion that catty but cute reporter from the Mithril Eye. Well, if it isn't the self-styled warrior of light, tell me, what tall tales did you spin the Sworn recruiter to land yourself in this position? Only the 12's honest truth, miss. Seeing the gentleman of light standing tall and triumphant that day, it moved me to the depths of my soul. I vowed to put aside my sketchy past and serve the realm just like any hero, Master Hildebrand. Just like my hero, Master Hildebrand. The Sultan Sworn were impressed with my commitment to my sword arm, and they gladly welcomed me into their ranks. Wait, don't tell me you've come to assist Master Hildebrand in his investigation, haven't you? Why didn't you say so sooner? It's the least I could do to help the 2 ladies who united me with my role model. You'll be wanting to speak with Phyllis. She's one of the Sworn's best and something of a history buff, it would seem. When she heard that the thief was targeting the 4 relics of Baladia, she personally stepped forward and volunteered to lead the investigation. If anyone has the information you're looking for, it'd be her. Wait here while I get her. I can trust you not to touch anything. Alright, cutscene. What kind of shit's going on here? A pleasure to meet you. My name is Ellie from the Mithril Eye. As you may have heard, we're researching the Phantom Thief case and would appreciate information that might shed light on recent events. The pleasure is mine, Miss Ellie, and if I'm not mistaken, that would be your companion friend there here, one Monica Darkstar, yes? You know her? As any regular reader of the Mithril Eye would, I must confess to being something of an unabashed fan of your work. Though it hardly befits my station to say this, I was secretly hoping that you would show up to assist in the investigation. Doubtless the Inspector, too, will also welcome a helping hand. Well, hi. The Sultan swore the elite of Alda's elite. I can only hope they prove more competent than the bungling mercenaries I've dealt with thus far. Hi, Inspector! Always one step ahead of us. A moment, if you would. Right there, very good. Now face me and don't move an elm. Inspector, what is that in your... Demasking dust, a formula of my own devising that will allow us to see right through the thief's disguises. Analyzing the mask left behind the best array, I was able to identify its composition and synthesize a counteration that would dissolve the disguise whilst leaving the wearer's face intact. In any event, it would appear the 2 of you are indeed who you appear to be. Brilliant, Inspector. The Phantom Thieves pulled the wool over our eyes for the last time. I fear it won't be so simple. The ingredients necessary to produce the dust are exceedingly rare. Even with the entire region of the Sultan sworn at our disposal, we were only able to produce a limited supply. I see. Well, I suppose better than nothing. That said, have you been able to identify the thief's next target? A hidden treasure of Ulda, the last of the 4 lost relics of Balladia? I fear not. I've poured through the histories time and time again, but the only mention of these 4 relics is a vague reference in an old prophecy. Most serious scholars consider it little more than a fairy tale. When darkness falls and hope fades to despair, 4 warriors born of light shall descend in the righteous glare. Legend goes on to describe 4 sacred artifacts, one each possessed by these 4 Balladian heroes, but makes no mention as to their appearance or nature. 3 times we have tried to identify the thief's target, and 3 times has he foiled us by making off with something else entirely. Needless speculation will only play at the fiend's strength. All artifacts of the Balladian region have been sealed within the royal vault, and a regiment are finest assigned to its protection. I have furnished all the guards with a supply of demasking dust and instructed them to be on the lookout for any suspicious personages. The blackguard will be in chains before he can lay a dirty hand on the vault doors, let alone the treasures within. You have our word, my lady. Gooey gooey. But there are even more disturbing matters at hand. Doubtless you have heard of the recent rash of murders perpetrated by our quarry. The Sultan sworn have launched an investigation, but the truth of the matter is that we have been far too occupied with the defense of the vaults to make any meaningful progress. We would be most grateful for any assistance you could offer. A lady asks, and a gentleman answers. Cue the music. I'm just so excited. Sup, doofus? Cast all worry from your heart, my lady Hildebrand, agent of Macquarie, inspector extraordinaire, has arrived to set right what is wrong and bring the wicked to justice. They need to voice him. Bonk. This must be the demasking dust that is the talk of the palace. Ah, but you need not waste your supply on me, Inspector. I assure you that I am exactly who I claim to be. Just got antiqued in the face. A shame, that. Inspector Hildebrand, we were not expecting you, but your services are most welcome. I will share all I know about the recent murders. The killer has claimed 3 victims thus far, the head of a publishing consortium, a high-ranking government official, and an influential scholar. Other than that they were all influential figures in their respective circles, we can identify no common threads connecting the 3. Oh, this will prove a most satisfying case to crack indeed. And what of the method of killing? Conked over the head with a cudgel? Gutted with a great sword? Strangled with a subligar, mayhap? Ugh, that'd be horrible. I'm afraid that we've identified no pattern. In any event, the murder plots the deaths of two more even as we speak. We must take action, and quickly. Understood, my lady. Clues may be scarce, but worry not. My renowned powers of deduction are more than up to the task. I will see this burglar turned butcher delivered to justice. Your presence is heartening indeed, Inspector Hildebrand. Friends, please take the demasking dust with you. I fear we can spare but a single sachet, but I trust you will put it to good use. Alright, now where to? It's like they just can't just add this to the... Oh, okay, Hildebrand is somewhere... Oh no, he's right here, he just hasn't loaded. Come to accompany me on yet another case, friend? I like your gusto, but if you're auditioning to be my assistant, I fear that role has already been filled with most ably. Still, a gentleman welcomes the support of all of his admirers. I shall henceforth name you Leslie Monica, my ever-loyal associate. And now, my ever-loyal associate, the investigation calls. I propose that we begin by inspecting the site at which the most recent victim met his demise. My questioning about the palace has revealed that the scholar's body was found not far from the 80 sins of Sesamo. Even the most circumspect of criminals cannot help but leave behind clues that will not elude my gaze. Friends, let us be off. Pray alert me should you see anyone suspicious, my ever-loyal associate. We must put Miss Phyllis's demasking dust to good use. Alright, see a big party. Big investigation party. Alright, heading all the way out the gate. Ha! Gate! You can't have gate without 8. Hi, Hildy. Flowers? Yes, it's all become clear now. Our phantom killer is a florist, who in his hurry to escape carefully mislaid his wares. Just what do you think you're doing, eh? Eh? I'm gonna put those flowers there, eh? To honor the memory of my poor boy. You dared defile his memory, eh? Eh? 1,000 pardons, my lady. Please accept my most sincere condolences on your loss. I'm Hildebrand, agent of Quarry Inspector Extraordinaire. I swear to you on my own dear mother's name that your son's killer will be brought to justice. As I was just saying, these flowers are clearly placed here by the family of the deceased, which can only mean... Leave this place, run away while you still can. Run far, far away. Run or he'll turn you into a zombie, just like my poor, poor boy. A living person turned into a zombie? Nonsense. Not nonsense, my boy. History. Or have you not heard of the horrors of Sil'dih? Ulda's sibling nation against which we waged war centuries ago. Much blood was shed by both sides, but I speak of far greater horrors than death, and only draught brewed by the Sil'dih alchemist, one with the power to turn the living to the undead, that his nation might command an army of mindless, deathless soldiers. The traitors spurn. They turned my poor boy into a heap of rotten flesh and ran him through, but you won't hear that from the Sulnsworn. Thal alone knows why, but they whisked the body away before I could do so much as pay my last respects. The traitors spurn? I'd heard the stories, but I never thought them true. To be able to procure such a frightening thing, just who are we dealing with here? Sil'dih, I'm sure of it, but I only Sil'dih would know the recipe. But the last remnants of Sil'dih died 4 centuries ago, you say? Oh, they did. He calls himself the Phantom Thief, he does, but did it ever occur to you that he might be an honest-to-goodness phantom? Eh? Heard the tales from my own great-great-grandma I did about the 4 relics of Belladia and the powers they hold, the power to exact justice. A spectre of Sil'dih has returned to wreak vengeance on us. Woe unto us all! Have the 4 warriors of light forsaken us? My dear boy, if only you'd become a traitor like your father, if only you'd kept your nose out of those history books and never so much breathed the cursed name of Sil'dih. But you did, and now we're doomed! Doomed! Oh, someone's been huffing way too much glue. It's like, why do we get all the weirdos in this quest line? Thinking. That bleeding horsen's here somewhere. I can feel it in my follicles. The most potent hair tonic the realm has seen. Aye, that it was, for all of fortnight, where my flowering locks fell out all over again. Just as I was chatting up a lovely young lass at the quicksand, not just to twist the knife and extra ill. Mountebank, charlatan, I'll find that so-called inspector and his sorry band and pull every last strand of hair from their breeding skulls. It's like we've made an odd enemy. And that completes the quest. Alright, we'll see. Hildebrand is onto something, or at least he thinks he is. It's all becoming clear to me now. The dear old woman's testimony has confirmed that what I suspected from the start. Like a zombie picking away at its rotting flesh, Hildebrand, agent of Quarry Inspector Extraordinaire, has peeled away the foul scab of uncertainty to reveal the truth within. Open your ears and feast your minds on the fruits of my flawless deduction. Ahem, our phantom thief is a phantom indeed, a wayward spirit caught between the realm living and dead, for not centuries since meeting a tragic end on the battlefield. As such, our course of action is clear. We must placate this tortured soul, and that might abandon its vengeful vendetta and travel to the next life in peace. What is the true nature of Spectre's grievances? Without this knowledge, we cannot hope to assuage its rancor. Let us begin our search of the Thaumaturge's Guild. Doubtless the tomes there contain a wealth of knowledge on the ill blood between the sibling nations. Notwithstanding the abject stupidity of everything else that came out of your mouth, some knowledge of some might serve us well. Go research as you will, and do take as much time as you need. Like, just get out of my hair. You can count on me, Inspector Briardi, and whatever knowledge is to be gleaned at the guild, it shall not escape my inspector's eye. He's like, why do I have to put up with him? Hi, Naneko. It's a very catty Lalafell name. Gods be good, you're the adventurer who saved me back at the ruins. Researching the ancient feud between Ulda and Sil'dih, are you? Why, I'm pleased to say I have more than a passing familiarity with ancient history. Do you have to actually clear, To understand the history of the sibling nations, let's go back further still to the birth of their mother nation, Belladia. The Fifth Astral was an age of untold wonders when the arcane arts burgeoned and the great civilizations that commanded such powers flourished. The Age of Enlightenment would not last, however. Power bred avarice and avarice bred resentment. It culminated in the War of the Magi, which brought great floods of the Sixth Umbral Calamity, which in turn swallowed once proud nations and left a battered wasteland in its wake. Mages were reviled and persecuted and have caused this for having caused this catastrophe, with many forced to leave their homelands or face death. There was a small band of those survivors that found their way to Thanalin, where they would found the nation of Belladia some 8 centuries agone. I imagine a government of mages, by mages, and for mages. Wonders might have been wrought from, and Baladian civilization survived to this very day. And alas, this was not to be. She was from, what is it? Is that from Qarn Hard Mode? Is that a requirement to this quest line? Hello, Erasmus. You don't say. It's not every day someone comes to our halls to reach their Sil'dih, and as a fellow student of history, though, I more than welcome the conversation. Baladian civilization flourished in relative peace, and twin sons were born to the royal family. Two were fierce rivals, and when they came of age and their father passed, each one claimed that he was the rightful heir to the throne. With neither son willing to relinquish his claim, they agreed to split their kingdom in two, forming the twin nations of Ul'dah and Sil'dih. But not unlike the two proud princes, the sibling nations developed a penchant for rivalry. In Japanese, I believe the katakana is for Sil'dih. Yayaroku Mor Lalafel. He would learn of the war between Ul'dah and the fallen Sultan of Sil'dih. It would be my pleasure to enlighten you. The two states coexisted for several generations, so the bad blood between them boiled over, culminating in outright war. As you may deduce from the present state of affairs, Ul'dah emerged victorious, leaving its once proud sibling nation in smoldering ruins. As the histories tell, the battles fought between the sister nations were the stuff of nightmares. In desperate attempt to overcome Ul'dah's superior numbers, Sil'dih alchemists devised the most horrific stratagem. Employing a fight formula known as a traitor's spurn, they brought their fallen warriors back as undead soldiers. Some theories have it that they even employed the potion on those of the living who were too weak or wounded to fight. Sends shivers up the spine just thinking about it. No, it is truly a crowning glory of our fair nation that our forebears were able to emerge victorious against these horrors. Hi, Cocoa Puff family. Talk to your guildmaster. Don't surprise me like that. What's this? You're here not for your studies, but to learn the bad blood between Ul'dah and Sil'dih? Two scales, one of gold and one of silver. The gold of Ul'dah weighing prosperity and power, the silver weighing knowledge and power. But the power sought by two nations differed greatly, yes, greatly indeed. The power wrought by Ul'dah in prosperity was that of justice and good, while the power wrought by Sil'dih in knowledge was horrific beyond belief. The power to rip the living soul out of a man and render him a mindless killing machine. On this matter the histories are clear, but riddle me this, my friend. Who writes the histories and what does this say of the words writ within? Yes, truth can be elusive and fickle as the shifting sands. As one example, did you know that in the war against Sil'dih, Ul'dah and Malja warriors fought side by side? Likely you did not, and neither did I, until I encountered a faded passage in ancient text buried deep in our archives. And yet, in the histories read by the populace, you will see no mention of this most fascinating fact. Might it be that someone at some time deemed this particular truth less inconvenient? But I have said enough already. Getting educated, and none of this is going to make any matter for this idiot. My ever-loyal associate, Tim, what have you learned from your questioning the scholars in these halls? I learned much stuff that I'm probably going to forget in a couple of weeks. Indeed, as happens, I've learned much of the same. Let us take a moment to review and allow my peerless powers of deduction to work like the magic. Order of succession divides the great civilization of Belladia, giving rise to the sibling nations of Ul'dah and Sil'dih. Two nations coexist for some generations, but ill blood boils over, culminating in outright war. Daunted by Ul'dah's superior military might, Sil'dih employs their advanced economic knowledge to horrific ends, transforming their own citizens, alive and dead, into a fearsome undead legion. Yes, I believe I have it. The facts at hand have led me to one unassailable conclusion. Our phantom thief is a descendant of doomed Sil'dih, who seeks vengeance against those who reduce his countrymen to slavering zombies. To pacify his soul and send him peacefully to the next world, there is but one course of action. We must find the Sil'dih statesman who conceived this dreadful stratagem and have him apologize to the thief in person for the suffering he has wrought. A brilliant plan. Perhaps you'd like to go find yourself a shovel and dig the statesman out of his grave yourself? Living aside this nonsense of spirits and specters, it appears increasingly likely that our quarry shares some link to Sil'dih. His garish garb is no doubt meant to evoke the silver scales of the fallen sultanate. This Sil'dih connection could also serve to explain the rare knowledge of Belladian relics our thief clearly possesses. But what of this murder victims? What common thread amongst them could have incurred the ire of our adversary? Few people in town spoke of a man sighted calling upon the victims in the past days. Those who saw him said he had a most frightening air about him. Wait, yes, it's coming to me, of course. My keen investigator senses ring out with a voice loud and clear. This man Miss Ellie speaks of just might know something. You really should stop thinking so hard. You like to strain a brain muscle. Miss Ellie, who's this man and where might we find him? My source identified the man as Guguri, a traveling merchant known to frequent Horizon. Shall we pay him a visit? There's a lot of running around in this first part. It's like this one's probably a much longer quest line. We're heading way out here. Guguri has definitely a Lala name. Hi, Gugu. Lalafells need a cutscene. Shenanigans. Yes, we got business, make it quick. My time's too valuable to waste chatting with every stranger who passes by. Forgive us, good sir. My name is Ellie, reporter with Mithril Eye. Never blinking, all-seeing. You know the rest. I was wondering if we could trouble you with just a few questions. Was it for love or money that you killed them? Yes, you, the thief of many faces. Wait, what? Me, a thief? What is this nonsense? I don't know who you are, but I ain't got time or the patience for this murmuring. Now if you'll excuse me, an important client awaits. I thought I recognized that voice. Lady Trilda, well met indeed. Pray tell, what brings you to these environs this fair evening? Oh, why, I live here, you ham-headed half-wit. Inspector Guardian, this is an unexpected pleasure. Do you have some business with my associate here, pray tell? Gugudia, we can discuss business after. Pray lend the inspector here, the handsome one, whatever assistance he requires. But Lady Trilda, what about... Ah yes, my dear Maria's name day present. I had in mind one of the prize pieces from Eshtame's latest season collection. You would be able to procure one for me, yes? Or should I eliminate the middleman and make the trip to Ul'dah myself? Surprise! I'll say it just once, Gugudia. I expect you to give the inspector and his companions your full assistance. They, yes, even the stupid one, help me regain something truly priceless. Yes, something more valuable than any mere trinket. A relationship with your daughter? Bye! Alright, I'll tell you what I know, but you didn't hear from me, got it? I was looking into the killing on behalf of a client of mine. The thief's got himself some of that zombie dust. The traitor's spurn, was it? And his cards speak of 5 victims. It got me to thinking, Sil'dih, 5 victims? Aye, the Arbiters of Truth. The Arbiters of Truth? I'm not familiar with the name. Ah, if you would be, on account of them being something of a secret society and all. Influential personages of the Sultanate, you see, working from the shadows to keep false knowledge about the Sil'dih conflict from reaching the ears of folk like you and me. False knowledge? Pray tell, just what sort of knowledge might that be? Balls, don't make me say any more. I've got a family to feed. Very well, just tell us one thing. Who hired you and where can we find him? Hob. His name's Hob. When he heard what I said, he told me that he was going to sail for Limsa with his 5 best sellswords to guard his back. He said there were many prying eyes at the airship dock. Said he had a private ship docked and waiting for him at Vesper Bay. But remember, you didn't hear none of this from me. This man Hob must be one of the killer's targets. Doubtless he also knows the identity of the remaining one. I doubt that. They say the Arbiters are so secret they don't even know each other's true identities. Now, don't ask me how that all works, but... Hobbs got high-ranking friends in the brass blades. Once he heard the victims had been all zombified, he panicked. Guess he knew that he'd be next. Thank you very much, my kind sir. Once again, the ancient mandrivel art of parley has secured for us a key morsel of knowledge. Let us seek out this Hob fellow and see what he can share with us. And let us hurry, the man's life is in danger even as we speak. Dejected Lala. Alright, see ya. Search for Hob. How about Calv? Whoa, what happened here? Shenanigans? Master Hob, is everything quite alright? No, stand back! Hunger, I hunger for your brains! Alright, see ya, Chocobo. Damn, there's no saving the man. Do what you must. Alright, does that mean murder? Yes, apparently that means murder. Yes, my first-hand knowledge of zombies tells me this particular shade of green is unmistakably that of the undead. It would seem we were a few moments late to the scene. A message, and then there was one. Shenanigans. There it is again. Something the matter, Inspector? Indeed, now there is. Ever since I picked up the trail of the Phantom Thief, I've had this fleeting sense, a sense that someone or something is watching us. The thief might be close at hand. We should be careful. For the moment, let us return and report our findings to Miss Freely's secret society or no, knowing the identities of its members may yet lead us to the final victim. I too had best return to the Mithril Eye. Let's meet up again after I'll see what clues I can uncover in the meantime. You will do nothing of the sort, Miss Ellie. These streets are far too dangerous for you to walk alone. Inspector, I'll go with her. If you insist, Nashi, then I give my leaves, but pray be wary not just of the thief, but of Miss Ellie. She has quite the temper, as we both know. Just pretty much like, screw you. Miss Ellie, there's something I must tell you when this case is over. Be safe and promise me that you will not attempt anything rash as you did that time when the fiend took aim at my own life. Your life inspector. Oh, Acosta del Sol. Yes, that was quite the ordeal, wasn't it? Just look away. My character too. I'll be careful, I promise. I eagerly await the day when I may hear what it is you would share with me. It's like, wasn't us. A secret vow? Oh, consider my interest piqued as well, good inspector. Now let's be off. Miss Police awaits our report. Alright, let's go, Inspector Gang. We're back. A fourth victim, then thou have mercy. Were you able to glean out of a connection to the other victims? The obvious truth? No, it cannot be. Somebody help! Uh-oh. Miss Ellie, the voice came from the direction of the vault. We must hurry. Bad things happening. Music says bad things are happening. Miss Ellie, are you hurt? That man, I only thought to ask him a few questions. Before I knew what was happening, he was upon me. I could only... Bash his brains with a convenient placed bottle of mead, it would seem. Haha, remind me not to get on your bad side, Miss Ellie. That said, is Nashu not with you? She saw a figure looking in the shadows and went off in pursuit before I could stop her. This man wears the armor of a Solomon squire, yet his face is unfamiliar to me. Something is amiss. Different face. The thief of many faces? To think we would find our man like this. Thrice and again did the fiend elude our grasp, but no more. By virtue of a gentleman's ingenious deductions and a lady's pugilistic puissance, I declare this case closed. It was like a no. I return the statue to you, Miss Felice. While suggestion was appreciated, in the end it proved superfluous to my cracking of the case. Idiot. While you're at it, is there anything else of immense value that you'd like to wantonly destroy? Double face. Ingenious, a double disguise planted by the thief to throw us off his trail, no doubt. This is Guigwe, one of my most capable men. I signed him to guard the vault and outfit him with an ample supply of demasking dust. It is inconceivable the thief could so easily elude his grasp. Unless the thief was not wearing a mask? Speaking of which, has anyone seen Miss Ellie? No, that's impossible. Of course, that makes perfect sense. With the Phantom Thief to thank for her burgeoning leadership and rise to the ranks of the Mithril Eye, Miss Ellie cannot bear to face the possibility of her story of a lifetime coming to an end. Thus, she hatched a plan to... Quick, check the vault. Well, the vault has been breached. The wise ones whisper it's gone. For her foul crimes against Sil'dih, I hereby declare Ellie the Mithril Eye, the thief of many faces, the enemy of the state. Deploy all troops and do not rest until she is in custody. And now the game is truly afoot. Hi, Greg. Bah, what is the meaning of all this racket, rumpist? And just as we were about to make our triumphant turn, isn't that so, Enkidu? Miss Ellie, that shadow you said you saw, I think it was just a dormouse. Oh noes. To think he'd literally stumble face first into the second mask, his good fortune truly knows no end. But not to worry, yes, I dare say the Phantom Thief has another trick or two up his sleeve. Double kitty assistant. Alright, quest complete. Alright, Hildy. Not even the shockingest turn of events will determine the famed agent of inquiry. Alright, what kind of dumb shit are you thinking about now? My ever-loyal associate, we must find Miss Ellie quickly. Surely, if confronted by her constant companions, she can still be convinced to abandon this fool plan. Oh, Miss Felice, I thought you had already departed in the company of your men, but all for the better. Shall we conduct the search together? I fear that would greatly put them at greater risk. That would only put them at greater risk. You see, the fifth and final members of the Arbiter's Truth, the Phantom Thief's final target, is none other than Hildebrand Man. Me. Mind you, it is not a role I sought on my own accord. My name and my passion for history are somewhat well known in the Sil'dih. One day I received an anonymous letter stating that a position in the committee had opened and I had but been chosen to fill it. The letter went on to enumerate my duties. To prevent the spread of historical lies, I would sully the name of our illustrious nation. As a high-ranking officer in the Sil'dih, I was deemed to be a particularly unique position to serve as an arbiter. I knew that there were other members of the organization, but was told nothing of their names or identities. To think that my unknown compatriots were the victims all along. I cannot put any more lives in danger. I will sequester myself in a place where my presence can cause no harm until such a time as the killer is apprehended. Your concern for our well-being is most touching, Miss Felice, but there is no need for such caution. As a seasoned inspector, I am more than capable of protecting a lady in distress, and as a gentleman, that is exactly what I shall do. I mean, she's part of the Sultanate. I think she's good. My associates here also stand at your side. Speaking of which, has anyone seen my loyal assistant? Inspector, over here! Ah, there you are, Nashi. You really shouldn't run off on your own like that. I was worried sick about you. I'm sorry, Inspector. Miss Ellie said she saw somebody in the shadows, so I went to take a look. Now, there wasn't anything there but a dormouse, but it was a really cute dormouse. You see, it just kept squeaking and scurrying away, and I just... Cats chasing mice. Pardon me for a moment. Yes, my inspector's sense speaks to me. Someone is watching us. Let us split up and canvass our surroundings. Alright. Always hiding at the very edge of the circle. That's how this game works. Oh, water-stained letter. What interesting things do we find here? Water-stained letter lies conspicuously on the floor. Be wary and be warned. Alright. More letters. Water-stained letter lies there on the floor. Trust no one and your friends all the less. And what's this one say? This will avail you well. Use it wisely. Such of demasking dusk. In the next instant, you feel an intimidating presence behind you. Who's sneaking up on me? Oh, hi! It isn't my beloved son's staunch companion. I was in the air on a matter of business, which I curtailed when I felt the suspicious presence from the shadows. Pursuing it led me here. Mayhap it is the same for you? Oh, so your pursuit of the thief of many faces has taken quite the unexpected turn, and now you have come upon a series of anonymous letters? Mayhap our watcher in the shadows is a friend, or is this but another trap laid by the fiend? Yes, the plot thickens like a dollop of salamander oil. In either event, I dare say the circumstances call for utmost caution. Thief could be anywhere or anyone, myself excluded, of course. No mere mask could replicate the physique of this Manderville man. That said, I fear my dear Hildy may be in a bit over his head this time. Allow me to assist in your investigation. If anything had happened to Hildebrand, his dear mother would, not be pleased. The only person stronger than Godbert. His waifu. If the sender speaks true, the villain even now lurks within our midst. And here we have but a single statue of demasking dust in our disposal. We must identify the impostor beyond reasonable doubt before we proceed. You know the players better than I, Monica. What say you have a few words with each of them and see if aught seems amiss? I suspect you. Sweet Baron told me all about it. Who'd have thunk Miss Ellie was the Phantom Thief all this time? She sure fooled me. Miss Ellie is a Phantom Thief. It is the only logical conclusion, and yet I cannot help but feel that another truth still evades us. Am I doomed to share the same fate as others? I'd sooner die than become one of those things. Alright, is it going to be shenanigans? There's always shenanigans when something serious comes up in this quest line. Nothing particularly odd about any of them, you say? It stands to reason the fiend would not take such a risk if he were not utterly confident that he could pull off the ruse. Curses, this one's not half the fool his son is. I must elude him, and quickly. Time is of the essence. Hi, Hildy. I questioned someone sworn outside. To a man, they insist they have seen naught of Miss Ellie. Wherever could she have gone? Father, what brings you here? Yes, finally the pieces are coming together. Now, if you would kindly stand still and shut up, the fiend already stands among us. Inspector, I should hope you are not doubting me? Well, I'm quite convinced that even a master impersonator would struggle to recreate your particular brand of idiocy. The fact remains that anyone here who has spent even a moment alone must be considered a suspect. The thief has proven to be highly efficient at assuming new identities. An astute observation, my gangly friend. I'd say this occasion calls for a dose or two of that powder Monica here found earlier. There wouldn't happen to be another satchel or two lying about, would there? Remains of our supplies already been distributed to the search party, but we're not. They should be reporting back within a bell's time. Huh, time might be against me, but just you watch. I'll wiggle my way out of this and turn you into that reeking, drooling corpse you deserve to be. I fear that is more time than we can afford, Miss Felius. Unfortunately, my powers deduction will lay the fiend's face bare within minutes. When only given the chance, the thief prefers to impersonate familiar personages. As Miss Ellie has had only passing interactions with my dear father, we can safely eliminate him from consideration. That leaves myself, Nashu, and Monica here. Nashu and I, in particular, have had a close and extended relationship with our suspect. I shall begin by questioning my own assistant. I assure you that none know her better than I. Uh-oh. Brilliant reasoning as ever, Inspector. Go on, ask me anything. All the times for the overstuffed buffoon to start talking sense. If you ask me anything too obscure, my cover is as good as blown. My relationship with Nashu is so close, I dare say at times as we share a mind. If this Nashu is truly my ever-loyal assistant, she should have no trouble clearing my thoughts. I'm a Manderville. Man? Doing what only a Manderville can. From the peaks of Corthus to Thanalin. You're the best, Inspector. A perfect score. You may rest easy, dear friends. It's unequivocally, undoubtedly the true Nashu. I've never loved you more than now, you marvelous muttonhead, you. Nashu, is something the matter? Just because you picked up a few more wrinkles beneath the eyes, there's no need to avert that charming face of yours. Wrinkles? Look who's talking, you crusty cretinous old... Uh-oh. Genius Inspector? Discoveries. The charade is up, Miss Ellie. Side glance. Miss Ellie, you look somehow different? Alright, quest complete. Hi, who is this unfamiliar woman and what secrets does she hold? Glamour Dispeller? Of course, you're just gonna jump right into a cutscene. 7 hells, done in by muscle-bound Muttonhead and his motley troop of mummers. It's like I would have gotten away with it, weren't you, for you and you teenagers and your stupid dog? Just who are you? Your resemblance to Miss Ellie is most uncanny, and yet... Consulting Inspector Brody, once again you failed to measure up to your lofty reputation. Of course we resemble each other. Ellie is, after all, my own flesh and blood, my beloved sister, and my eminently capable partner in crime. 1,000 faces I may wear, but only one name do I bear. You can call me Ceci. Charmed, I'm sure. Are you quite alright? Why, you look as if you've seen a ghost. Despite my moniker, I see me that Ellie and I are no specters. What we are, mind you, are the last living signs of Sil'dih aristocracy. The aristocrats. Bemused are you, befooled to find 2 sisters behind the mask? Try using your brains once in a while. Every time you encountered the thief, Ellie was standing right in your midst. No, the thief was that 4 times stole a show. Oh, and those priceless relics was me. Meanwhile, Ellie hid in plain sight, supplying me with just the knowledge I need to stay one step ahead of my pursuers, all while spinning the hair-raising tales of my exploits that won the hearts of this nation. We owe a lot to you, truly. Why, without the tales of your hapless attempts to catch me, we never would have risen to these heights of celebrity. Miss Sissy, from a gentleman to a lady, I would ask you one thing and one thing only. Just what is it you and Miss Ellie hope to accomplish with all your schemes? Justice. 400 years ago, olden dogs reduced our great nation to a nation of zombies. At long last, the cowards that would still justify these foul deeds will suffer the same fate. Wait, the history said that it was Sil'dih that turned their own men into zombies. The history is lying. You work from the shadows, silencing those who would speak the truth. You should have died with your fellows, false arbiter. It was Ola that ordered the creation of that dreadful powder and wielded it as a weapon against our proud ancestors. The history of your glamorous sultanate is built on a lie. What is this madness you speak, woman? Not madness, truth. The powder in my possession was stolen from the Olden army sent 4 centuries ago by one of my ancestors. They say it was his final act of courage in the moments before his leg fell off and his rotting head dropped from his shoulders. This is a truth that the histories don't tell, the truth that this doe-eyed Sunsworn would kill to keep buried deep in the sands of Thanalin. But your time of reckoning is nigh. Oh yes, before long you and everyone in this rotten nation will know firsthand the horrors of my ancestors knew. Ah ha 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 ha! And just what do you mean by that? Oh, how the idiots lap up the stories! A masked crusader for justice, a dashing rebel waging battle against power and authority. Oh, if only they knew. But they will see soon enough when they're eating each other's brains out in the streets. In the last days before our proud nation was razed to the ground, a band of the Final Sorcerers stole a vast quantity of the powder from the Olden vaults, hiding it away in a secret vault sealed with powerful magics. The sole means by which the vault may be opened by assembling our 4 secret relics from Belladia. 4 relics once housed in the royal palace of Sil'dih before the Olden dogs stole them and claimed them for their own. And so it dawns upon you at last. Yes, even this week, Ellie makes for the vault, the 4 relics safely in hand. Just think, one day you'll be able to tell your grandchildren that you were there when zombie powder rained down on Ulda. No, wait, you'll all be dead! Ah ha ha ha! Preposterous! But first, you, my dear, you will not even have the pleasure of looking down upon the last moments of your precious homeland. Let your flesh rot like all of your rotten lies. I think not. Gentlemanly protection. Hildebrand! You idiot, just for once, could you not get in that way? Uh-oh. Godbert Mandeville, I can't even trust your sorry ass to look after him for a day. Oh, fucking beats. I knew it, the presence watching over us from the shadows. It was you, my dear wife. You're in danger. Ahem, am I to understand that you're Hildebrand's mother? So if Godbert is 56, I think? It's like, how old is his waifu? Aye, this is more like it. Hand-to-hand, skill to skill. It's enough to send a warrior's pulse racing. Prepare yourself. This time our final confrontation is nigh. Alright, rocking out to this music. Oh, get fucked. Do you have photos for brains, you overstuffed buffoon? My beloved boy's been turned into a stinking corpse, and if you hadn't bloody noticed. You, Monica or something, was it? You always told me all about your hijinks together. Pleased to meet you. My dear boy's always had a bit of a rebellious streak. What can I say? I can come on a bit too strong at times. But can you blame me this time? I thought I'd sit back and leave things to my sorry-ass husband there, and look what it got me. You'll help me out, won't you? Yes. What's up, Enkidu? Alright, quest accepted. It's like, nod vigorously. It's like, you will help? Yes, I will help. Alright, pretty much dead Gilgamesh. Enkidu just pecking at his hand. Wake up, wake up! Of course, there's more cutscenes. With enraged waifu. Reno with my dear boy for the first time in ages, and just look at him, he's green. Fortunately, there's still time to reverse the zombie curse, and I know just the remedy of foul of holy water. The ingredients are simple. A tattered oversoul rags and a phial of twice distilled water. Single at the market stocks the former, and the latter you can produce from a trader by the name of Guest. Now hurry, once the poison spreads throughout his veins, no antidote will save him. In the meantime, I'll search for the bumbler's bumbling assistant. With any luck, Miss Nashu is still alive. Ouch, that's smart. See, gad, Sil'dih, you're looking none too hardy yourself. No thanks to you, bumbling oaf. Now, are you going to accompany Monica here and make yourself useful, or do I have to reintroduce you to that wall? But of course, my lady, Gilgamesh is ever at your service. Single sundries, was it? Come now, there is work to be done. Alright, Greg. Back over to the shops. Alright, what's up, goat? He's the goat. Well, in terms of merchants, he definitely is the goat. Oversoul rags, you say? I fear that I have only a single title left in stock and it's already been spoken for. But my good man, you must be considered my dear friend's life, and quite possibly mine own as well, hangs in the balance. I sympathize with your plight, friend, but a man has to make a living. I've been promised a copious supply of rare chimera memory for these rags, unless you can offer me the same, no deal. God, you expect us to be able to summon such a rarity out of nowhere at a moment's notice? Well, look what we have here from the warrior light from the Colosseum. Funny who you meet in the markets. Oh, hi, sisters. As it happens, I just returned from my training, and the slaying of 10 chimeras just happened to be my task for the day. If this chimera memory you seek, you're more than welcome to a share. Thanks. My lady, you are far too kind. Don't mention it, if it hadn't been for Inspector Hildebrand Monica here, I'd still be tag teaming with that slimy beast and cheating my way to fame and fortune, and I'm a woman who pays her debts. Alright, see you guys, thanks. I'll take me to nose in the Villa of the Tempest. Ever since she confessed to her trickery and started climbing back up from the bottom of the ranks, I've been proud to call myself one of her biggest fans. Why, I've half a mind to give you the rags you seek simply for the privilege of meeting her. A kind sentiment, my good man, but we are more than happy to uphold our side of the bargain, aren't we, Monica? And with this, our task here is done. Now let us find the traitor named Guest. He'll be my guest. Or bring back nightmares from Alma Guest. Alma Guest, put your healers to the test. Alright, I'll be your guest. I just remember Alma Guest hitting for like, the dot taking for like a quarter of everyone's hit points. The blundering Manderville boy is on his last legs and needs something of mine to save him, you say? Probably give me a good reason why I should care. Those bloody Mandervilles are richer than the traders themselves, and yet they have the audacity to haggle me down to the last gill for every purchase. If the family line ended today, I'd be a happier and wealthy man. And now I believe the ballroom calls. Good day to you, and do pass along my condolences to the grieving parents. Have you not a shred of honor or compassion in that spindly body? Business rival or no, the man is on death's doorstep. This guy's kind of rude. I don't want to be his guest. After the events of that day, my father will not so easily forgive and forget, but it matters not to me. No, my love for you is as deep as the 7 seas. I beg of you, my lady, may I have this dance? Also, spring dress? Oh, hi. What a lovely surprise. Are you here for the ball, perchance? No, I was talking to a jerk here. Heavens, the poor inspector. Oh, isn't the Lapis made in the flesh? What say you bid farewell to preening fops and scruffy adventures and share a dance with a cultured gentleman befitting your great beauty? Why, it will be a pleasure and an honor both, my lord. Provided you first provide my good friend Monica with the bottle of twice distilled water that she seeks. Thanks, friend from caught from vacation land. Do it if you want to dance with the pretty lady. Do it. You know this one? Bah, if that's the price that you had set, then so be it. Take it. It's barely worth its weight in gil anyway. Now, shall we? Arabella, dump this fucker. Thanks for your help. Dance with him and then tell him he's a jerk. I knew Hildy to be a worthy rival, but to think he was this beloved by so many. Clear this realm would deeply mourn his loss. Quickly, let us deliver these goods while there is still time to save him. This is a really quite long questline because I still have to fight, what is it, Gilgamesh and Enkidu in the raid. Got the stuff. Trust the two of you wouldn't dare to come back empty-handed. No, no, no. Please don't kill me. Here's the stuff. I see Godbert's fine. Like, please, no murder. Bloody brilliant. I'd take you over my muscle-headed half-wit of a husband any day. Now stand back and let me show you some real mannerable home cooking. Oh, you bloody bugger! Guide my skillet. So this couple is the best goldsmith and culinarian in the realm. I just stop his spread now. It's up to Hildy to flush what's left out of his system. Don't worry, he's my son after all. I reckon he's still got some fight left in him. Found her. Look who I found. She was slumbering obliviously in a rubbish-strewn corner of Pearl Lane. Boy, did that nap feel good. Yes, I'm sure it did. Monica, word has it that Ellie has been sighted at the Sil'dih ruins. You must go there with all haste. You've done well by my dear boy today. Don't worry, I handle things from here. There's a nice warm bed for him, and I think I know a few specialists who might know a thing or two about his condition. What in the seven hells are you standing about for? The future of Ulda's at stake. Let's go before we get killed. My strength is yours well, for Ulda, and for our friend Hildy. You remind me of my husband, what with you having more muscles than sense. If you're so keen to make yourself use it, why don't you run to the markets and bring me some fire crystals? Keep my dear boy warm is key to fighting off the zombification. Let's see, I believe 20 crates or so should suffice. I am aware, not an air. Yes, my lady. We'll say, just do it. You don't want to die. I thank you to the burden we must bear simply to secure my long-awaited final confrontation with Monica. That said, the events today have given me cause to reflect. Monica and Hildy both, oh, to be blessed with such veritable legions of friends, tried and true. But alas, not I. No, only one true friend have I ever known, and she is long lost to me. You are a fine burden, have given me great comfort on my travels, but you will never be Enkidu, my one true companion. Oh, my friend, were you here with me? Even Monica would not stand against our combined might. Oh, Enkidu, wherever you may wander, hear my words and return here to my side. Do you hear me? Enkidu! And a big box of crystals beside you. Egads, what was that flash from the heavens? It nearly blinded me, and what? The crystals, where have they gone? Fancy meeting you here, old friend. That voice, could it be? My faithful companion, why must you always make me wait so? Alright, quest complete. Let me get fucking glamour dispellers. Alright, do I talk to Julian again? Get sent on another errand? Yes. Juno will send you on your way. Oh, I get the Manderville stuff. And most gentlemanly. What you doing dilly-dallying around here? Let me jog your memory. There is a moon-sick maid digging around in the Sil'dih excavation site with her mind set on turning Ulda into the land of the walking dead. Your concern for Hildy is most touching, but don't you worry. Mommy Dearest isn't going to let her beloved son kick the bucket that easily. Out to Central Thanolin we go. Hi, police. We've managed to track down Miss Ellie up ahead, where your friends watch over her as we speak. No matter how many times we try to reach out to her, she refuses to so much as answer. Needless to say, we consider her physically incapacitating her, but that crate she's sitting on isn't just a makeshift chair. It's filled to the brim with the traitor's spurn. One misstep and the consequence could be dire indeed. Your only hope, even in her single-minded rage, surely the time you spent together must still count for something. You need not put yourself in undue danger. I only ask that you step forth to where your voice may be heard and call out your friend's name. I beg of you, surely if anyone can convince the woman to abandon her bandits, it is you. With the chat mode and say, use a keyboard and call out Ellie! And convince your erstwhile friend and companion to listen to reason. And do you have to say exactly Ellie, or can you say a bunch of other stuff? I know some quests have it so you can, like, as long as you have it as part of the, what is it, sex itself. It's fine, but I don't think this is one of those. Ellie! Because I was going to say, stop this shit, Ellie. She's having a crate time. I suggest you leave this place while you still can. I bear you no grudge, but should you so much as think of interfering, I'll not hesitate to turn you into a zombie too. So it was you after all. Consider me disappointed. Just get married already. And your sister says he's already in custody. Surrender now, and I will see that no harm befalls her. How little you understand us, Inspector. Then again, how could one born into a life of power and privilege ever hope to understand? Sissy and I have no family, no friends, no fortune, nothing. Two sisters against the world with only our quest for justice to give us meaning. Long ago we made a vow. Should the worst happen, our mission takes pride over all. Yes, over our own wretched lives. Do you see now? Anything I might have once had to lose, I lost long ago. Now stand down or suffer the same fate as the Alden dogs you would defend. Ellie, stop this madness. I'm sorry, Inspector. Oh no, it's an army of zombies! There's too many of them! All a day's work for Manderville man. Oh, he's gonna fuck you up. Oh, get fucked! Why can't my goldsmith do that? No, run away! Don't worry, Greg's got this. Fast zombies, not shambling ones. You only delayed the inevitable. I have an entire legion of the undead at my beck and call. Face it, it's only with Inspector Hildebrand's ridiculous good fortune that you even made it this far, and he's as good as 6 films under. Be forewarned, girl. Know that I speak from experience when I say, underestimate Hildy and you do so at your own peril. I'm afraid you underestimate me as well. No mere splash of holy water can stave off the effects of the traitor's spurn. I fear the good inspector's luck has finally run out. Those balls, there's no end to them? I'm not liking your chances. Greg, was it? He's like, close enough. It's a shame to lose you, warrior of light that you are. You might yet have served one last purpose to us. Go forth, my zombie minions! She's like, the fuck? When darkness falls and hope fades, despair, warriors born of light shall descend in the righteous glare. Bugger me with the broadsword, are my eyes to be believed? That pose, no, these are not 4 warriors of light that I see. These are 4 gentlemen of light. His eyes. Is that bald dude? Just so, my good man. Hildebrand, Agent Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, has made his triumphant return. Did you miss me? Aye, we meet again, girl. Tell me you've got my snurble tonic, or I'll fashion myself awake from your bloody locks after I've ripped them clean from your bloody head. Oh, hello there, Mr. Eleazar. You're looking absolutely resplendent today. Impossible, the holy water couldn't have cured him. Yeah, but you didn't take out Julian's cooking skills. It didn't. Fortunately, our overlord spent quite some time building up an immunity zombie powder. When we heard that Master Zombie Brand was at risk of joining the actual dead, we knew we had to take action. And immunity too? I'm just gonna pretend that makes any kind of sense. Dude in the background was just having the time of his life. The game is up, Miss Ellie. Pray abandon this madness. Besides, plots of mass murder hardly suit a lady like yourself. It's over. It's all over, Inspector Briardian. You said there was something you would tell me when all this was through. I imagine you have no words for me now. Ellie, your powers of deduction are wanting. You said that you had lost everything and everyone you had to lose, did you not? As for me, I have found someone with whom I intend never to part. I care not if it takes years, even decades. When you emerge from your jail cell a free woman, I will be there. What say you? Did it. But I still have my battle with you to do. Miss Ellie, while the crimes perpetrated by you and your sister are unpardonable, you are far from the only ones guilty. On behalf of the Syndicate, I offer my apologies for the false aspersions cast upon your ancestors. You said the nation of Ul'dah was built on lies. Seeing what I have seen today, I cannot deny your words. It will not be an easy task to rewrite, nay, restore history, but know this, I will do everything in my power to bring the truth to the fore. Zombies are having the time of their life. Are we not forgetting someone here? And by someone, I mean me. If you're quite done playing cloak and dagger, I require Monica's presence for a matter of far greater importance. At the time our long-awaited confrontation is nigh. Our long-delayed confrontation is nigh. You really want to fight now? Why the long face? Ah, but mayhap this will have you singing a happier tune. Could it be? The treaty blade, and the true one at that. None other, I have not the slightest intention of parting with it, save to the one who would defeat me in single combat. Ah, but I misspeak. It will not be single combat this time. Is that my cue, old friend? Less chicken, Enkidu. Dolby Merciful, what is that abomination? Some new breed of void scent? Abomination? I'll thank you to address my companion with courtesy, girl. But 'twas the most curious thing. There I was, hauling a crate full of crystals for Hildy's mother and thinking how much better things would be if my dear friend Enkidu were here. And then came a flash from the heavens, and next thing you knew, there she was. By the gods, makes pure sense. Doubtless the crystals heard Greg's heartfelt plea, summoning forth his friend. Nay, no mere friend, but rather the primal Enkidu. And the world has now completely, utterly ceased to be bound by the laws of logic. You may have bested me in the past, but facing the two of us together will not prove so easy a task. And yet I trust you will not shirk from the challenge. I, Enkidu, and I shall await you at Amdapor Keep. Just get married already. 'Tis a ways from here, but what better venue for our climactic confrontation? If you would claim the treaty blade, then claim it from me as a warrior. To the skies! Much easier to carry. 2 against 1? That's not very gentlemanly of you, Greg. Come, Monica. Amdapor! That's okay, I'll find 7 random friends to fight him. This is a grave development indeed, to think that one man could summon a primal on his own. I must send word to the Scions at once. I mean, I'm here. Oh, but of course, I had near forgotten we had a warrior of light in our very midst. Please, you are only help to slay the primal and reclaim the blade. Yeah, happy zombies. Alright, off to the shroud. Hi, Hildy. Oh, jeez. Ahem, is that you might pray for me? I was right on Greg's trail when I encountered a subterranean curiosity that demanded my immediate attention. Let me include my investigation force with it, but in the meantime, might it shall be to entertain Greg and his primal friend in my stead? And together we will reclaim the treaty blade from that knave. Yes. Nah, just go on ahead. I'll be along directly. Alright, it's time to fight in the keep. Let's get some people who are doing trial roulette and want an easy victory. Alright, the first phase is just beat up Enkidu, because I think she uses White Wind, recovers Gilgamesh. Anyways, kill Enkidu first, get turned into a chicken, run through tornadoes. Can't remember stuff about second phase, like get away from when you're chained or something. This fight's pretty trivial now. We rock out again. Do we get to rock out? Yeah, we get to rock out again. At long last, we meet again on the battlefield. I dare say Enkidu shall come to enjoy our tussle as much as I. You, however, might not find this one so enjoyable unless you enjoy getting pounded senseless. Ha! Alright, you about to get fucked up. Remember, Presence of Mind is a DPS spell. Ow, random arrow. You're getting stoned so hard. Does this get close or get far? Let's get close. There's so many chickens. Alright, one dead. No, your friend! Are the bonds of our friendship so fragile? Alright, phase 2. Me run away. I was seeking out a more suitable spot to celebrate my inevitable victory. But enough exposition, now we fight like men, and ladies who dress like men! How about men who dress like ladies? For Gilgamesh, it is transmogrifying time! How about it's Gilgameshing time? You should just do the thumbs up. Pull a Terminator. Alright, he's way more armed and dangerous. The mightiest warrior ever to grace the earth stands before you, which I mean, Gilgamesh, prepare yourself! I'm new. My presence of mind is DPS. I'm getting chained. But I'm far enough away so it doesn't have much health. And I'm bleeding. Ow. That was rude. I probably shouldn't stand in front. Heads. Murder the heads. That is an odd-shaped slap. Don't these heads explode? Get away. Yeah, if you're too close, then the iron chain gets a buff so it doesn't take as much damage. Yeah, throw stones. In and out by the lightning balls. You can ignore me, just kill the boss. Kill the boss. Enough expository banter. I beat you even though you were Gilgameshed. Do you think that my full complement of arms would avail me not? Yeah, I won something! No more hijinks from Gilgamesh, you have my word. The treaty blade too, I shall return just as soon as I remember where I hid it. Anyway, I yield to your unparalleled puissance. Spare my make life, I beg you. Lala with a shield. Okay. Greg's an honorable fool. Do we get a hooray? Yes, we do. Alright, good old Enkidu. Hooray, chicken! Never again, this I always swear. Hildebrand is all over. Oh, best friend chicken. Not highlight again, like a rug. Oh, hi, kill me. You can take that fusty old blade for all I care. I thirst for true power and not save the strongest swords will suffice. Way of Light, you have proven a worthy opponent, but I warn you, treasure every moment with your weapon. For as sure as days fall as night, the hour will come when I claim it as my own. Till we meet again! Don't forget your chicken. Hi Hildy, you all better? What homonica have you seen Greg and his oversized Avian companion? Lead me to them at once and we shall deliver the coup de grace together. All done. The battle's already been won. This is triumphant news. Indeed, clearly the lessons you have learned from me have not been for naught. And what's this you say? The treaty blade lies hidden somewhere in the nearby wood? Worry not, my ever-loyal associate, for no buried treasure will escape the keen eye of Hildebrand, agent requiring Inspector Extraordinaire. Now, which way was the forest again? Moron. Alright, searching expedition. Search party. What news of the primal and the treaty blade? Remarkable, I knew the word light would emerge triumphant. Let us hope that Inspector Hildebrand enjoys similar success in finding the blade. Such design, such craftsmanship, at once bold and powerful, yet sensitive and refined. I believe I've found the inspiration for my next masterpiece. Of course they're beautiful. They were the greatest treasures of lost Sil'dih. To think that they were locked away in the vaults of those that destroyed our homeland and dragged our ancestors' names through the mud. And just how did you come to know these long-lost relics? There was an ancient scroll passed down in our family, left to us by our dear grandmother. It spoke of the 4 warriors of light, their 4 relics, and an incantation of untold power. If we could have wielded this magic of legend, Ellie and I might still have had the last laugh. And last speaking, the words had no effect. Only a warrior light can wield the power, or so the legend goes. Ah, what I wouldn't have given to see it. The ultimate achievement of the greatest mages this realm has ever known. And just what sort of incantation is this? The ring casts open the doors of justice. The wise man whispers a verdict true. As Aima's virtue shines down from the heavens. To complete the incantation, the warrior of light would then hold forth the treaty blade and speak, "Blade in hand, I swear unto you." The legends differ as to what happens next, but all speak of the great holy radiance shining down from the heavens. Over here, friends, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, returns with tidings most triumphant. Behold, safe in my hands, none other than the treaty blade, and the real one this time, I swear unto you. Yes, just like that, I swear unto you, and then... My word, whatever is this odd tingling sensation? Ridiculous, Hildebrand isn't a warrior of light, he's just some fool who thought he could stop the lesser moon from with his own bare hands. It would seem the treaty blade is just as confused as the rest of us. No, the light. Someone stop it. I won't stand to see the legendary power of our forefathers wielded by this muscle-bound buffoon. Whee! Skyward ho! Alright, bye. Well, I dare say that proved to be the most useful incantation indeed. And so the light of justice that has shone from the treaty blade banished the shadow, returning peace to the land. So the legend ended. I must say I never expected to be quite literally a beam of light. I suppose it wouldn't have been much use of us to us after all. Inspector, wait for me! Those balls, Hildy. First you almost die at your poor mother's feet, and now you fly off to God's Nil without even giving her a kiss goodbye? Ho ho ho, it appears that a case of wanderlust has once again struck Hildebrand, as it has many a mandatory man before him. Godspeed, my boy! When the day comes that you tire of mystery solving, your dear old man will be here to pass on to you the family art. So in the end, the Sil'dih of legend was wielded not by a warrior of light, but a gentleman of light? Well, the Treed blade is some 6 centuries old after all, perhaps not quite as sharp as it used to be. It's like Hildy just rockets off into space and everyone's just like, yeah, that's fine. The magic that brought peace and happiness to the people of Belladia, it was every bit as beautiful as I imagined. To think I would see it with my own eyes is nothing short of a dream come true. Humph. He bumbles and stumbles through yet another case and still manages to make a girl's dream come true. A gentleman to the end, the bloody bastard. Alright, we'll see you in 10 more levels. Whee! Rocket sword! Was this a glint in the corner of my eye? A curious scent wafting in on the winds from far from land? Do I smell a case? You're gonna burn your balls off. Worry not for me, my friends, for wherever the wrong wand for succor, I, Hildebrand, shall be there till we meet again! Alright, we're all done. Quest complete. Did it? Don't get a preview for the next one? Or do I? Because the next one's what? Next expansion, right? Which 60 parts in and we still haven't reached. Hooray! Hildebrand Adventures! All the peoples! Hildebrand will return? Question mark? Yes, he will. Also, anything from Nashu? Nashu? No? Nothing? I'll get fucked. Ah, he's fine. See ya, buddy. I'll be there for you. Hildebrand is 23, so in the first game he would have been, what, 18? Alright, but very long quest line. Complete. So I think all that's left now is main story, the one more Blue Mage quest for up to level 50, and then back to the... Yeah, main story, Blue Mage quest 50, and then there's the one fishing quest, which I won't do until, like I said, I won't do until I'm at a higher level because you get skills which make it significantly easier, and I don't have to spend weeks getting specific big fish. I can actually mooch a lot easier. Alright, so next time, I guess Blue Mage and back to the main story. Thanks for watching! Did you like this video? If you did, like it, leave a comment, and share it. You can click on the left button to subscribe, and the right button to watch more Lalafell adventures. Thanks for watching!